Hey you guys, this is Fire Within Her Tarot, and I'm coming to you today doing a video on Elon Musk and the AI almost takeover that's possibly to happen. If you would like your own personal reading, please reach out to me in my email. It is in my description. I also put it underneath in my video. You can also reach out to me on buymeacoffee.com/Fire Within Her Tarot. So I recently just watched a video on Elon Musk and how he just gave out his I guess it's like example of his showcase of his robots Optimus, and it was just really really freaky. And I'm just giving you guys what I picked up intuitively when I tapped into that energy and just on the AI whole advantage, I guess you could say, or what is to come. Basically, with Elon, what I pick up is that he wants to be the founding father. Like he wants to be one of those guys on Mount Rushmore that we read about in history books about like making history. So for him, he will be in the books because of, Tesla and all that. But with these robots, he is taking it to another extreme. He basically wants to like take over what we do, what we say, and how we live our lives, basically. Now, the thing with him, he's tapping in, or should I say, he knows what people need or what they're missing or what they say that they need or missing. With electric cars, people are saying, gas is expensive, you want to go long places, blah, blah, blah. Electric is cheaper and you go longer, I guess you could say. It just makes more sense and it gives better love to Mother Nature and all that. And also with these robots, it's like he has heard, he has seen how people are like, hey, these employees, they aren't doing anything, they're, you got to pay them too much, they call out. So it's like, hey, I see something that needs to be fixed, I'm going to fix it. And again, with him wanting to be a founding father, he wants to be the one solid person to say like, I did this, I changed the world. Now, with the video that I saw with the Optimus showcase, it showed the robots like making drinks, talking to people, and like just being like, I don't want to say normal, but just like, what you would expect from everyday people. And it made me reflect or just tap into like how people nowadays are saying, like, I don't want to be around other people. They just want to be secluded. They want to be separated from everyone, which is not normal. I know some people are very introverted, extroverted, which is fine. But still, at the end of the day, humans are made to interact with other humans. Even if you don't want to interact with human, you have a dog, you have a bird, you have something to connect with because we have to have interpersonal connections. Now, having these connections eliminated from other humans, we're going to be lacking something. So we're going to have something to replace it. People are going to pay money to have these robots in their home. They're going to have them in their homes, in their jobs, and just places where you, of course, will have interactions and possibly places where you would pay people. Something that I did see in the videos, they were saying that, well, this is perfect because now if you're at the bar and the robot's making you a drink, you don't have to worry about being asked for a tip or rude service, customer service. It's just like, it's reverting into relying on electronics instead of your natural human sense. You guys, I do see this coming about and really making a wave. It is going to take out a lot of jobs. A lot of people are going to be without jobs in the future. But um, just like how, like with the longshoremen, how they were protesting that they didn't want um, to be pushed out of their jobs because of the automatic I'm not exactly sure how you would call them, but they didn't want to be taken out by the robots in their jobs. That's why they were putting up for the strike, because the longshoremen on the East Coast were saying what happened on the West Coast, they didn't want that to happen over on the East Coast shore. Now, people are going to have to stand up and fight and really fight for what they believe in, and fight for having just their own your human rights, basically. I do kind of see like what happened sort of in the iRobot movie. Robots will come in and they will learn human interactions, they will learn our emotions with ticks, this, that, and the other, and they will try to mimic that, and it'll just crash and fail. Now, do I see us coming into a world where like it's going to be humans versus robots? No. But I do feel like people will um, rely on the robots a little bit too much, to a point where it's like they can't tie their shoes without their robot. They can't eat without them. They can't drive without them. It's going to be too reliant on AI. Now, with me saying this, I don't want this to scare you or to feel like, oh my God, the world's going to be taken over by robots and you get panicked. No, it's definitely not something to panic. I do feel like people are going to get into the robots a little too much, but then it's going to be like a crash and fail. They will realize, like, hey, these robots, they malfunction. Something may happen. And it's like people don't really rely on people. How are they going to rely on electronics? Who are the people programming these things to do said things, to do said actions? How do they know? Like, somebody has to program them. Um, please don't worry. Please don't fret. Always keep vigilant and don't rely on electronics too much. Now, I'm not saying you can't use a calculator for math, or like if you need to do a certain equation, but like if these things do come out, because they are saying that they're going to make these robots cheap. I mean, I'm air quoting this, but they're saying maybe 20 to 30,000. It may not be expensive to you, or it may be expensive to you, but there's someone out there who can afford it, and there's going to be a few out there. Um, don't rely on it like that. If you can do something, then do it. If you need help, then reach for help. I don't feel like this is going to be a point where like you have to worry about your life and robots are going to really come and take over. But you do have to be very vigilant, very mindful of what you do, what you say. And if you were to have these things, just turn it on, turn it off, and make sure that just how Steve Jobs, how he wanted to take over, with the iPhones, the iPads, and literally have everyone be in an Apple society. It's been a couple years since he's passed, and now people are like, we're ready to change. Even look at the whole dynamic of Apple coming out with a new phone, like every couple years. Like now it's once a year. Now they're trying to do multiple in a year. Like it's like, when's it gonna end? Like we're all tired of the same thing. People are gonna get tired of having animation or robots. There cannot be one ruler over one thing. Just like with the revolution of America, leaving England, Apple cannot be the reigning king. No one can be the reign and all be all. We all have options and we have free will. And with this robot thing, it will not take over human interaction, because you cannot put AI over what is natural and what it was just deigned in us. They can't take that away. What I do get is that Elon, he understands, like he's in a business mindset. He hears what people are saying. He knows what we want, air quotes, as in we want more workers. We don't want to spend more money. I mean, when I say we, I mean business owners. We don't want people calling out. We don't want to spend more money, but we want to make more money and more mass production, faster results in faster time. And a lot of these people nowadays, they're waking up and saying these companies don't care. So why even bother putting our backs into it? So he's saying, okay, humans don't want to do it. Get these robots, pay me, and I will make your money go farther.